waste to energy. It has been in news, like India's largest, why I am discussing this, India's largest waste to energy plant has been established in Narela Bhavana region of Delhi. Okay, and it is also in news because of that petition filed by the residents of Sukhdev Vihar, which is nearby the place I live. And in NGT, and you will be surprised, not only in NGT, they have approached UNFCCC Secretariat also. Okay. Obviously, that is because that Okhla waste to energy plant has got the carbon credits. Okay, so what exactly is this? Now, what type of question I will be looking for? Like, is it a part of Swachh Bharat mission? Yes or no? And then if it is, then how many projects have been sanctioned? What are the challenges over here? What is its interlinkage with the other programs of the country? How come they got the carbon credits? What are the problems with it? These are 4 or 5 areas, 5 to 10 minutes I will be spending time on it. I hope you won't mind it. The thing is, when we see the question paper, and we want every question that we should be able to attempt. But this is where you need to spend time. Like Swachh Bharat mission, yes, it has included waste to energy. There are 6 missions. Their combined capacity is 74 megawatt. That's the problem with waste to energy. You will never find a waste to energy plant with 2000 megawatt capacity, 500 megawatt capacity. You know, the biggest one, which is Narela Bhavana in the country, its capacity is just 24 megawatt. And at the peak of summer, what is the requirement of electricity in Delhi? Once it reached 5000 megawatt. So obviously that's not the purpose. Then obviously Okhla you are having. Then one in Ghazipur on the border of Delhi and Ghaziabad. That obviously these are the 3 which are working. One more reason why they are going to ask the question. Recently, municipal solid waste rules have also included this waste to energy thing. So in Swachh Bharat mission, they use the term that is known as waste to health. So it is being linked to that also. Reason simple, this waste most of the time end up being in a water body. And once it is in a water body, you know the outcome, that is going to be severe pollution. So then again, what exactly is happening in these plants? They use various approaches for converting waste to energy. The most common approach for waste to energy is known as thermal, or this is what we call as incineration. The maximum number of waste to energy plants are based on this. They take the waste and burn it. And obviously same is the case with Okhla waste to energy plant. In Okhla waste to energy plant, what they were doing actually, what's the problem? The problem is not with the concept. The problem is the way they are doing the things. As per the law, there are 2 things. There should be no waste to energy plant within 6 kilometers of a residential area. In this case, the boundary of that waste to energy plant is common with the boundary of a residential colony. That's second. And it is just 1.7 kilometers from Okhla bird sanctuary as well. So obviously that is the problem over here. But then in this case, they simply take the waste, burn it, and the problem is the emission of the greenhouse gases. Second one is thermochemical. Listen here. Thermochemical, this organic waste is taken like plastic and all. It is being heated either in the absence of oxygen or in the partial presence of oxygen. And that results in the formation of syngas or producer gas. If it is an absence of oxygen, that is syngas, that is carbon monoxide plus hydrogen. And if it is partial presence of oxygen, that results in carbon monoxide plus nitrogen. That is what we call as producer gas. Both of them obviously for use for rotating the turbine. Last is biochemical. Biochemical is based on the process of biomethanation. And one more approach here is electrochemical. In electrochemical, they use microbial fuel cell. In microbial fuel cell, I will not waste much of your time. Waste is being broken down by anaerobic bacteria to produce electricity and water. These are the 4 approaches you are having. What are the policy initiatives which have been taken? Who decides the tariffs for the waste to energy? Central Electricity Regulatory Commission. Under which law? Central Electricity Regulatory Commission, Electricity Act 2003. Whether any recent policy, new power tariff policy of 2016, it has mandated that discoms have to buy all the electricity produced from the waste. And it has also mandated that if there is a sewage treatment plant within 50-kilometer radius of a thermal plant, they have to use that waste to produce the electricity. And recently, Municipal Solid Waste Rules 2016, they have also mandated that if there is an industry using a fuel and within a radius of around 15 to 20 kilometers of that industry, there is something like Ghazipur. What Ghazipur is doing, they are not making electricity, they are using waste to make fuel. So then 5% of the total fuel has to be RDF, refused derived fuel. So these are some of the points you can remember. In most of the cases, obviously, they will be asking questions on the processes which are involved. Please take down.